Next speaker, Honorable Member Bhubaneswar Kalita.
Thank you, Vice Chairman sir, and it is very good to see you in the chair. A very senior member from Assam, presiding over the session today. Sir, I rise to support this bill, which is one of the very revolutionary bill, I can say, because it has consolidated 4 separate bills which were colonial bills. But as we all know that the NDA government is for change, and NDA government is bringing revolutionary changes not only to the economy but also to the judicial system of this country. And the obsolete bills are now being, since they are obsolete, they are repealed now, and new bills have come. And under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, and the unwavering dedication of Home Minister Shri Amit Shah ji, the NDA government has taken bold steps to consolidate and modernize the archaic laws into a single robust framework. Sir, a lot of points has been raised not only by the ruling party but also by the opposition party, and it has gone to the extent of talking about the judicial scrutiny, the parliamentary scrutiny. Although we are discussing, the Parliament is discussing the bills today. And with that end in view, the BJP-led NDA government has repealed over 1,500 obsolete laws compared to just 1,301 repealed in the previous 64 years of independence. So we were going with the colonial laws, we were going with the so-called independent India was going on with the colonial bills, and never hardly thought to change those laws to become effective to the modern India, to become effective to the present India. The present Immigration and Foreigners Bill 2025 is a revolutionary agenda by replacing 4 archaic pre-constitution laws dating back to 1920, 1939 and 1946. The Immigration and Foreigners Bill 2025 replaces 4 obsolete laws like the Foreigners Act 1946, Passport Act 1920, Registration of Foreigners Act 1939, and Immigration Carriers Liability Act 2000. With a unified legislative framework, this consolidation removes the overlapping provisions and redundancies, significantly simplifying the immigration process. Sir, any country in the world is always serious about immigration. India, being considerate to the neighboring countries earlier, maybe committed some blunders or mistakes, but there are always scope to correct those mistakes, to correct those blunders committed earlier. Madam, modernizing India's immigration laws like Immigration and Foreigners Bill 2025 is a testament to the Honorable Modi government's commitment to modernizing India's outdated legal framework which the previous Congress government neglected for decades. Reforming colonial-era immigration framework, Honorable Narendra Modi-led government has consistently delivered on its promise to dismantle colonial-era legislations that have shackled India for decades. Madam, the bill aims at the security and border control, including fencing to secure the borders. The Immigration and Foreigners Bill 2025 is Honorable Narendra Modi government's comprehensive strategy to secure India's borders and address illegal immigration. It is a stark contrast to the earlier government's neglect. Under previous governments, the border infrastructure remained underdeveloped and only 21 kilometers of fencing along the India-Bangladesh border was completed in 17 months. The critical projects like India-China border roads, Phase 1, languished for years after being conceived in 1999. Honorable Modi government has prioritized robust border control, and the 31,000 crore rupees project to fence the entire 1,643 kilometers of India-Myanmar border underway, with 10 kilometers already fenced at More in Manipur, and another 20 kilometers are approved. Madam, the CI-BMS along sensitive borders with Pakistan and Bangladesh to integrate manpower with cutting-edge surveillance technologies. Between 2018 and 2023, rupees 154.7 billion was allocated for constructing over 2,088 kilometers of roads along the India-China border, and this coupled with 49% increase in border infrastructure funding in the Union Budget 2025-26, which is 5,597 crores compared to last year. Madam, we remember those days when, after demands from the members of the Northeastern region, hardly 500 crores were allocated for development of the border and border roads. But today, you see the difference. There is a significant difference has come, and border development and border area development has been given priorities. And we all see today the tunnels are built, the highways are built, bridges which were nowhere are being built to secure the border, to secure the movement of our armed forces. Madam, the rectifying the deliberate demographic engineering, where many of our members have mentioned about IMDT Act, which uniquely required the state to prove foreigners' illegal status in Assam, making deportation virtually impossible. One of our members has mentioned about that very less number of foreigners were deported, and the less number of foreigners being deported was, the reasons is that the laws itself protected. The IMDT Act protected those people. Although they were foreigners, although they were detected, but they were protected by that act, and the Supreme Court very rightly struck down that law and saying it as unconstitutional. And this meant the demographic invasion which the country has seen in that part of the country and many parts of the country. Enhanced enforcement of powers of swift action. Madam, since 2014, BSF interception of illegal crossings have increased significantly with 17,432 number of Bangladeshis intercepted during 2018 and 2023. Madam, I'll take only 2 minutes more because our honourable member has mentioned about the NRC, and another honourable member, a renowned lawyer, has mentioned about the judicial scrutiny and about NRC. Madam, the NRC is prepared, and NRC has been prepared, and NRC work has been complete, but she mentioned about the delay. The delay is because of the judiciary. You talk about judicial scrutiny, you talk about judiciary, but if the judiciary delays, if it is delayed due to judiciary, you cannot blame. So, Madam, I'll take 1 more minute. The career accountability for closing all entry routes. As we all know, there are our entry of the foreigners, entry and exit of the foreigners are to be regulated. That is the need, and that is the reason the bill here. And I only read 2-3 lines how this bill has come. We talk about judicial scrutiny, and this bill has come due to judicial judgment only. The landmark legislation, this landmark legislation, building upon the recent Supreme Court ruling upholding the constitutional validity of Section 6A of Citizenship Act, wherein the court reinforced a legislative framework that balances humanitarian concerns with the protection of Assam's indigenous population. So this legislation is the outcome of a judgment of Supreme Court, and that is the judicial, that is the need, that the judicial scrutiny is done already. It is due to the judgment of Supreme Court that this bill has come. With this, I conclude, and I thank you very much.